Hi there. Welcome to live number 10 for the Happy Notes Quilt Along. A little thing, remark, the reminder email with the link to this video didn't go out as planned, so it was sent out very late. Sorry for that, but I did see some of you were already waiting here. So I think there might be just a few people live here today. But of course, the replay will be there to watch again for when you are missing this. Just going to say hi in the chat. Just let me know if the sounds all right. Yes, so today we are going to pick the last piece of paper, the last blocks from the jar. And of course, those are just the missing blocks that we haven't made from our quilts yet. And the other thing that I wanted to do was plan a next live. So actually this was going to be the final live, and then we would just be assembling the quilts. But I think that it's a good thing to do also the assembly of the quilts in a live. Well, maybe I will make it into a little bit longer live so I can chat about how to assemble all the blocks, the strips for the small quilt, the big quilt, some tips and tricks on that. Hi there, Senya, Carol, Jenny. Lovely to see you all here. So yeah, I thought we could pick a date for the next live video about assembling our quilt. And then in that live, we can also discuss ideas for quilting your quilt, or maybe we will do a new live after that if it's going to be a too long video. So I have a little bit of a different setting today because on the other side of the studio, there's a lot of stuff for the advent calendars. Very exciting. We are assembling them, getting everything ready to go in the advent calendars. So it was just easier to set up my live over here. Hi, Terry, Mary, Susan, Rebecca. Lovely that you're here and that you found the live. Sorry for being so late with the email. A little hiccup after the holiday. Did you also have a summer break? I had a major summer break in sewing, especially. So I didn't do a lot of work, but I think I haven't been sewing I did some really tiny things, but overall, almost for 2 months, I haven't been really quilting. And I'm really excited to get back to that. So let's start right away with this one. So these are just the final blocks. Maybe you're already with all your blocks. And if not, then these should be the final ones. So for the big sampler, it's supposed to be the 2 mugs left and 4 radio blocks. That's a fun block. And for the small sampler, we're making 2 mugs and a radio block. So both the big and the small are making 2 mugs and the radio blocks. Carol said, I'm so happy I got my large quilt assembler. Wow, you did it already. Really looking forward to learning how you suggest quilting. And of course, lovely. Oh, that sounds wonderful. That's awesome that you already assembled the whole thing. So there's a little bit of tricky part in there, right? With a kind of not really a Y seam, but more like a T seam. But you already managed to do that. That is lovely. That tricky seam is not in the small quilt. It's only in the big sampler. I can't wait to see a picture, Carol. So just please feel free to send it to me if you're feeling up for it. Yeah, a little bit tricky. Yes, but manageable if you take your time. Yes, that's true. So let's pick a date for a live to chat about assembling your quilt. Just for everyone who didn't start on that yet or has questions about it. When I'm looking 4 weeks ahead in my calendar, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's on the 11th of October. And then I'm going to give a long arm quilting demonstration somewhere in the Netherlands. So let's do it on the 18th of October. Next live. And just the same time as we do today. So that is 4 p.m. What are we, EST? European Standard Time. Central European Time. I always mix those two. I think it's Central European Time. Yes. CET. Yes. And Jenny says, I finished several weeks ago. Have also assembled it. Wow. That's such an amazing accomplishment that it makes me really happy to hear that you finished all those blocks and created your quilt tops already. That makes me even more excited to start chatting about the quilting. Oh, lovely. So then I will just include that in the live on the 18th of October. So I'll prepare some ideas for you, some sketches on how you can quilt your quilt. There are several options from beginner to a little bit more advanced. Great. Thanks, Carol Ann. Yeah, so that's exciting to chat about that as well. Yeah, so if you already have your quilt then basted, then you can start right away after that. And for those of you who are still working on the blocks, no worry, I am also still working on the blocks. And I am going to make sure that I have finished all of them on the 18th of October. It's a nice final deadline. Giving 5 more weeks to have everything completed so we can assemble the top and quilt everything. I think I'm going to put mine on the long arm and quilt it like that. But I am going to give you options on how to do it with straight line quilting, how to do it with free motion quilting, what kind of accents you could do with some hand quilting. Yeah, I think that's fun to do. Yeah, I think that is everything that was already needed to be said for today. I'm really looking forward to getting back to all the quilting, and I can't wait to make some more YouTube videos. Really looking forward to that, sharing some projects and techniques. So the school started 2 weeks ago here. So I have been working for 2 weeks, but it's been pretty chaotic this week especially. So last Sunday I got to meet up with Karen from Just Get It Done Quilts. I don't know if you know her, but she has a awesome YouTube channel, Just Get It Done Quilts. And we planned meeting even before COVID. And now she visited the Netherlands with a whole group of quilters. So I got to meet her on Sunday, and that was just so wonderful. It was really lovely. And then on Tuesday, I got classes from the head of education of Bernina on the long arm, on the Bernina Q24. And yesterday I went to a bloggers day for Bernina that they organized in the Netherlands. So it was really a chaotic day, a chaotic week with lots of fun things. Yeah, and exciting stuff. And that made me even more excited to get back to making things, to get back to the quilting, meeting people from the quilters and from the industry. It's just so fun to really connect and chat in real life. It's so different than just working here by myself and now every now and then chat with some of them on Zoom. So this was really lovely. Oh, you saw it, the meetup on Instagram. Yeah, Karen also shared photos on it. Oh, Carol and I can really, I think it's a really cool trip that she organizes. It's filled with lots of fun activities, visiting cities and doing a lot of textile related activities and visiting musea and shops. Yeah, it must have been really fun to be on tour with Karen, with her on the bus. Oh, good question. Good idea to also include the rulers. Yeah, and for sure also domestic machines. So I will cover what you can do with straight line quilting or free motion quilting on your domestic machine. Some tips and tricks on what makes it easier and what makes it doable, because that's the most important thing, I guess, that you feel confident about the quilting of your quilt, so that you can really have fun while doing it. So yes, rulers will definitely be included as well in talking about the quilting. So yeah, this week was pretty chaotic, but next week it's nice. And well, I have some quiet days here where I can just get organized and can plan some quilting time. Looking forward to that. Yeah, so and the weather is also changing here. So it's this week it rained a lot already, and that makes it right away more quilting time, right, when it's not so sunny outside. And Carol says it's also already very colorful. Will you suggest thread color? Yes. So already a little thing on that. All my samplers that I have quilted, I quilted with the background thread. So thread in the background color. So if you use white for the sashing and the background, then on my quilts, my big sampler quilts, I also used white. Yeah, so that's a really safe option to do. But of course you can pick colors, but yeah, but that's my safest option for doing big samplers. And even quilts like this one, for example, with the penguins, that's a colorful, but then I will just pick the thread in the background color and then a quilt over it. It's pretty safe. And this one, it's a little bit flat color-wise in the sun, but it's quilted with a white thread, and it blends perfectly on over all those colors. So that is always a safe option. But good point. So we can also chat about that. Yes. So yeah, I think a newsletter will go out next week, and some Instagram posts, and also slowly ease back into creating and making, and also bringing out some patterns that are related to the Happy Notes fabric line. The Happy Notes fabric line is going to be shipped to shops, I guess, end of December. I'm not completely sure, but I think end of December. And the patterns for that fabric collection will be all available for free on our website, and those will be released soon. So yeah, fun things. Yep. So if there are no more questions, then we'll leave it at this, and then I will see you again the 18th of October. I will send that as a reminder in the email as well. Yeah, so that you already have that date and that link. Rebecca says, I'm really excited about the Advent calendar. Wasn't able to join last year, so I'm excited. Oh, that is so fun. I'm really excited about it. We will ship it half October, so mid-October we will ship it. Yeah, so probably when we are doing the next live, your package will be on its way. Yeah, and shipping it mid-October, we will make sure that all the packages to outside of Europe will be shipped first, and then all the packages inside Europe, and then the Netherlands, so that everybody will have their package before the 1st of December, and we can start sewing then together. And if you wanted but didn't get a Advent calendar, we are making a few extra. I think we were making 20 extra, something like that, or 25. So I will announce those also soon on my email list. Probably announce them when everything got shipped and everything is well on its way. So I think to the end of October, we will announce those. So there will be a few left. Jenny says, when will you ship the fabrics from the new line? When they get in. So I also don't have those fabric yet. I only have a few samples to make some quilts. The fabrics from the new line will be in, for me, it's the same as for quilt shops. So probably the end of December or a little bit sooner than that. I hope a little bit sooner, but I'm not sure. Happy Notes fabric available at Quilt Sauberei. Could be. Yes, if they bought it, you can also always send them a message and ask them, hey, did you order them? Because the fabrics are still available to order at the moment. Yeah, so that's still possible for them to order at the wholesale. Wonderful. Yes, looking forward very much. Thank you all so much for being here. Enjoy your Friday, your weekend. I hope you find some sewing time. And then I'll see you back in 5 weeks on the 18th of October. Bye-bye, everyone.